Good evening, judges. We're WebT's Carry World. WebT's Carry World alleviate the scourge of malnutrition in children and the elderly in remote communities through our nutrition care services. Imagine a world that people from every corner have access to nourishing food and are all well fed. And they are all being healthy. But in fact, according to the Global Alliance of Improved Nutrition, a third of malnutrition afflicts a third of the world's population. Taiwan experienced inadequate dietary intakes in 52.5% of minority population. Even in urbanized cities that you and I live in are pervaded by malnutrition. This phenomenon is magnified in remote villages. For those children whose parents are leaving the village to work in the cities, they do not get regular meals, or they are at a high risk of going hungry or developing serious health problems. Therefore, this is where we come in.
WebC's Caring World provides community-targeted nutritional screening, customized diet plans, and localized food preparation. Our nutrition plan begins with distance screening by one of our professional teams consisting of dietitians, nutritionists, and doctors. Our team will analyze nutrition reports, and they will provide local advisors with these information. Local advisors comprise largely of local teenagers who are familiar with local customs and dietary habits. They are taught nutrition-related concepts to integrate into their dietary regimes. After every diagnosis, people can buy products from us, and we will deliver them directly to them. We will cut down costs on surplus stock and offer food guidelines for them to follow. So on the one hand, we connect remote areas to our developed world through education on scientific fields of nutrition. And on the other hand, we provide an outlet to nutritious produces, while at the same time, we provide job opportunities to those in the community. According to Children's Welfare Union, a quarter of our graduates are unemployed, but we can reduce that number to only 1/8 by simply providing job positions as local advisors. So this is a win-win situation.
Active consumer participation makes our company goals sustainable. If you're not a member, you can get healthy and fresh food and direct transportation. But what if you're becoming a member? You got a customized box. A physical feedback box, a customer box, is paired with a virtual online seat, which is symbolize the membership's contribution in alleviating malnutrition in remote areas. And those memberships can keep track of where and how much their investments are with their mobile phone to keep track of their investments. And for all, this is what's more for becoming a member. And on the next slide, we're talking about the financial tables. This table shows how purchases the customers from our customers can sustain our services well. And the profit goes and we take Apple as an example, and the profit goes with 134.4 per kilogram. And we take it into 3 pieces, and we 50% of the profit will be used by sustaining the feedback box cycle to the customer itself, and 20% for our company's transportation and personal cost, and 65% for our for our people in need.
2020 is a tumultuous year as the impact of COVID-19 is harming retirement homes, patient care facilities, as well as businesses. So those who live in those countries will appreciate that Web Seeds Carry World provides a way for them to eat healthy even at home. Our goal is to improve nutrition conditions in at least 1 million people in both urban and rural areas per year. We are Web Seeds Carry World. And together,
we make the world better. Thank you.
You first?
Yeah, sure. So, I honestly, I have quite a few questions. There's a lot going on here. I think there's probably too much going on here. I think there's some interesting things. My first question is, so you spent a lot of time setting up the problem of rural communities are malnourished. And it's totally true that there's a problem in the world now where people are getting too many calories and not enough nutrients, something called the double burden of malnutrition. Why are they malnourished? And I didn't get the link between the problem that you set up and how you're solving it. Because I would guess that the problem is proximity to food supply and able to pay, right? Willingness to pay for food. And I don't see how your solution addresses those things. So why are they undernourished, and how are you specifically able to solve that?
Right, does it mean just the remote area is lack of, like fresh food, or they just eat something?
Well, no, I'm asking you. I mean, you told me the problem was that people in rural areas aren't getting enough nutrients. Why are they not getting enough nutrients?
Because according to our own experience, because we went to Nantou in maybe winter vacation, and we get access to their child and in the school there. We realized that they do not like to eat something like vegetables or fruit or something. They like instant noodles more, or some of snacks or something else. Because the grocery stores there sells instant noodles and they can buy it easily, but there's no vegetables or kind of proteins or kind of vitamin there. So we think, and we think that we need to provide them some kind of these nutrition for them. Yeah, it happens truly in Taiwan, and it is in Nantou. Yeah.
One important thing is that we found that they lack of grocery stores because the cost of stocking is too much in the remote areas. So we provide transportation thing
But the cost of stocking is high because of transportation. If you transport, your cost of stocking is also high.
But we make huge scalable things. So
do grocery stores.
Yeah,
grocery stores do that as well.
But the thing you start in remote area, but for example, you have some good that, but people there may not buy that usually. So we can make sure the store there can sell out, but we make their need and then we give them what they need. We can make sure we don't have this gap in stock.
Yeah, we don't waste.
So you should let somebody else ask a question. It's like I asked too many questions.
Yeah, you guys pinpoint the question, the problem is good. But I still do a little bit more about the linkage from the problem to your solution, and and I think maybe a little bit of description on your PPT and will help the judge and the listener to know what you are doing. Yeah. Because you explain a lot, but not in your PPT and not in the presentation. Maybe next time can add a little bit. Yeah, no. Okay.
Thank you.
You guys.
Can I add a
yes.
little bit? Because one more thing is that they are lack of nutrition knowledge, so we provide local advisors. That is one more thing that we search online that they lack of that. So we provide it, and that is the link between. supply chain.
So just a comment, because I mean, we build schools in very poor communities that have all the same nutrition problems. It's not generally, it's not a knowledge issue, it's not an availability issue, it's often a price issue, and it's often a culture issue. That they just want to eat unhealthy food. It's part of the problem. Even if they could go to the store and get a super healthy option, even at the same price that they pay for instant noodles, they probably wouldn't do it. This is why it's a challenge, because you've got to change their behavior, and that's the hardest part. Wait, you can't answer because your time is up. But like, come up after, we'll chat about it.